Hey there, welcome back to the Barnabas Cyclone arcade game project. What we have here is the assembled um, arcade game. So we have the LEDs connected to this wood ring. We have the box here. We have the Uno board. Let me just show you here on the top right here, Uno board, and also the breadboard. Right? So that's all explained in the first video. In this video, we want to connect the first couple lights, okay, to the Uno board. So let's go ahead and plan out what we're going to do here, all right? So I like to draw a wiring diagram. So it's Uno board. And we have 8 LEDs, but I'll draw 2 for now. So here's the symbol for LED. It's got a plus and a minus. Now these LEDs are pre-wired, and they already have the plus is connected to is a red wire, okay, and then the minus is a black wire. All right. Now the way it's going to work is that each of these LEDs are going to connect to one of the pins on the Uno. All right, and let me change the view here. Okay, this is your Uno here, and if you look closely, it goes 0, 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 13. Now we don't want to use 0 and 1. Those are reserved for communication. So you could use those, but it gets kind of it gets a little dicey. So I like to start. Let's just start with 2. Okay, and we're gonna go 2 all the way up to 9. So it's gonna be a total of 8 connections. All right. And just a quick explanation on the pins. The pins, I like to say that the Uno is like a brain, okay? And the pins are like nerves that you can connect, where you can connect to things, okay? So with my brain, I have a nerve that's telling my hand to move up and down, okay? Or a bunch of nerves, but you know, that's the idea, right? You have something like a wire, it's a kind of a nerve, which is a kind of a wire that goes and commands my hand to move. The same thing over here. The Uno, which is a brain, has these pins going from 0 to 13, and you're going to be able to control whatever you connect to those nerves or pins, okay? Specifically, you're going to be able to turn things off and on. So you'll be able to turn each nerve off and on. So we're going to connect each LED or each light to a different nerve so that you can control them independently. Now I say we're going to start at 2, right? So let's go back to our drawing here. Okay. And so we are connected to 2. All right. So the plus will be connected to 2, which is the red wire. And the black wire of the LED is going to be connected to ground. Now with electronics, you always need a ground. I like to think of it like the thing we walk on. There's ground all the time, right? So if you want it to operate correctly, you need a common ground. So all the black wires of the lights are going to connect to G and D. And I don't think I did an up-close view yet, but these are the wires coming out of the light. One red and one black. Okay? Just it's pretty obvious, but just want to make sure I did that. All right, so then we go back to our drawing. Okay? And then we have, that's one light, but then you have a bunch of LEDs. We have 8, right? You know, I'm going to draw them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost there, 7, and 8. All right. Now all the black wires need to connect to common ground. Okay. Not the prettiest diagram, but you get the point. Okay, so all of these need to connect to G and D. All right, And then now these, though, the red wires need to connect to different nerves, because you don't want just one nerve controlling all the lights. You want to be able to control them independently, okay? So we're going to then change to our red color, and we're going to go, okay, it's going to get, I didn't plan it that well, but we'll do what we can here. Okay, I know my face is blocking some of the lines. You know what? Let me move it down a little bit. That's better. Okay, let's see if we can get these all in here. Probably could have drawn it in a way where it wasn't so hard to make these lines, but a little too late now, and it's okay. Life is imperfect. Sometimes you just got to get the point across. Let's move it down a little bit. Okay, and then let's draw in these connections, or write in, I guess. So you have 2. The next one will be 3, 4, 5. These are all different nerves, right? 6, 7, 8, and 9. Boom. Okay, so that's the plan. We're gonna connect all those together. All right. So let's go ahead and start that process. Okay. So the first one is number 2. We'll call this. Oh, let's also label these. This will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'll name our LEDs too to match what pin it goes to. This is LED 2, LED 3, and so forth. All right, so the first couple are easy, and I'll show you why, and then you'll see the later on it gets a little bit harder. But let's go ahead and wire up. All right, so let's turn to here. Okay, so this one here, this LED down here, that's going to be 2, and then this will be 3, this will be 4, make some room here, this will be 5, and then keep going, right? So this is 2. So what we want to do is take the 2 wires, okay, that go to 2. The red wire is going to go into pin number 2, and then black wire into G and D. All right, let's try this. Okay, here we go. So these are the 2 wires that I had from earlier. The red wire into number 2. So I gotta look. 2 is over on this side. 0, 1, 2. You gotta plug it into the black. It's called the pin header. So it goes and sticks in there. Okay, did you see that? The red goes into 2, and then the black is the common ground. You find G and D. There's a G and D over here. There's a G and D. There's actually 3 of them. That's wrong. So you gotta be careful. It's actually the one over here. G and D. Make sure you can see that. Okay. Okay. So if we go back to our drawing here, this one is all. I'll highlight it. Okay. This one's wired up, right? That one's that 2 connected to 2 and G and D. Let's do number 3. Let's do that one. So I have to get, this is number 3. Get the light here. Get the wires from it. Keep track of it. All right. Okay. I got them here. Let's go to our top-down view. Okay. So the red needs to go to 3. Okay, and then the black, there's another GND here. It goes there. Okay, so now this is kind of getting simple, right? Just keep going. All right, so then we go back and then we say, okay, this was 2, this is 3, this is 4, this one's 4. So then you grab these wires and do the same thing. 4, the red goes into pin number 4 there, and then the black into GND. This is another GND here. All right, let's go back to our drawing to see how we're doing. So now at this point, we've done 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now 5 though also needs to connect to GND, but if you look at our board, no more GNDs. We've used them all up. So that's why we need this thing. This is called the breadboard. And let me turn it this way so that it's not confusing. Okay. Okay. So the way the breadboard, first you want to turn it so that it's the numbers go like this, 1 up to 30. Okay. Now the way this works is that I want you to take the look at these 4 lines: red, blue, red, blue. Okay. These columns work like this. All the holes along the red line there, those are all connected to each other. Meaning if you connect something here to here, they magically become connected. Same thing with all the holes on the blue wire. Okay. So you have the same thing here. All the red are connected and all the blue are connected. Let me illustrate. So let's say if I put something there and I put something there, because they're on the same blue column here, these two are connected. So we're going to use that fact in order to make more GNDs. So let's make more GNDs. Okay, so this wire is actually connected to my LED 4. Here, let me change. Yeah, this view. Okay, this is connected to my LED 4, but I need to use this GND. So I'm gonna pull this out and put it over here, and I'm just gonna stick it right there. Okay, now this is connected to nothing right now, but if I connect GND from here to here, then this entire column becomes GND. All right. So what we need is to get these wires here. Okay, this right here, and I want you to pull off this black wire. Okay, these can all come out. It doesn't matter what color you use really, but the colors help us keep track of things, and black is always going to be used for minus or GND. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull that off, and I have a black wire here somewhere. It's actually inside my box here. Let's try to grab it. Should do some better planning here, but we're good. Okay. All right, there we go. Here's my black wire. So one side of the black wire is going to go to GND. The other side of the black wire is going to go to that blue column. So I'm going to turn it here. And I'm going to stick it up top. Same column. Make sure it's the same column, but up top there. All right. So this connection here makes this entire column GND. And so now you can go on and continue. So you have all the reds to the numbers and all the black to GND. All right. So let's keep going. Let's see if I can keep track here. let's go back to my other view here. Okay, and this is 2, 3, 4. Then this one up here is 5. I know you can't quite see it, but you get the idea. You just keep going. This is 5 up top. All right. Looks crazy, but it starts making sense, okay? So this is my 5. 5 goes into, the red goes into 5, and then the black wire goes into G and D, which now I have this entire column like that. All right, I'm not going to change my view, but the idea is just keep going, and then you have 6. All right, the red goes into 6. And the blacks goes into the same column, and we're getting close. Then 7 is this one here. Red goes into 7, black goes into that column, and then I think I'm almost done. 8. Okay, red goes into 8. Black goes into that column. And then 9 is this one here. Since it's the last one, I'll show you. Okay. 9 is going to be, yeah, it should be this one right here. This one right here. Should be 9. All right, so this is 9, this is 8, the one above that was 7. All right, so then we have 9, we have going to connect to the red to 9, and then the black to our nice column of G and D's. Okay, it looks like a row right now because I have it turned, I have it turned 90 degrees, but you get the point. It's a column that goes up and down with all blue, with all G and D's here. Okay, so let's go back to our wiring diagram, and we are good. We have connected 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 as well. Whew, okay, all the things are wired up. So hopefully we did it correctly. We learned about the breadboard and how it helps us make extensions. So it expands the number of G and Ds. The next step is to start coding to see if we can get these lights to start blinking the way we want. All right, until the next video.